My name is Lucille Martin, and I am a substance use disorder professional trainee here at the Muckleshoot Behavioral Program. And today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to use our fentanyl test strips. You can get the fentanyl test strips with our needle exchange program and in our Narcan kits. They come in these green packets, and to use them to test your substances, like we have heroin, counterfeit pills, cocaine, marijuana, and the powdered form of heroin. And to test these substances for fentanyl, for example, with heroin, you would drop your shot like you normally would, set it aside, and the remaining residue that's in your cooker, that is what we're testing. We're not testing a glob of heroin, we're testing just the residue part. So with what's left in the cooker, you add 7 drops of water. Grab your test strip. You hold on to the blue side. The side that has lines on it, that's what you use to stir the water in there. You stir the water for at least 15 seconds. And when that's complete, you just set it down and you wait for the water to start getting absorbed higher into the test strip. When it gets to about midway, you'll start seeing the lines. The lines tell you whether or not it's positive or negative. For 1 line, that's a positive test, and for 2 lines, that's a negative test. Very opposite of a pregnancy test. The test should show up within 45 seconds to a minute. And to test the counterfeit pills, you would just add the smallest amount of shavings to about 7 drops of water. And with this, you would add, let's say you have like a pen, the tip of your pen. Dip that in the water, and then just the smallest amount of cocaine you would put in there and stir that around to test that. With the marijuana, just add the tiniest amount. For these strips, you only need minute amounts. You don't need whole pieces or anything. And fentanyl is being found in all of these substances. It's not just being laced in heroin anymore. It's being found in counterfeit pills, Oxycontin, oxycodone, Percocets. They're making pills that look legit, like you couldn't tell the difference whether or not it was real or fake, because they're getting these pills pressed. And cocaine, you can't tell if it's in there because it blends. And marijuana, they're sprinkling it in there. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it. And heroin, just to make their substance that much stronger and that much more lethal. So it's being found in all of these. So it doesn't matter what kind of substance you're using, you want to make sure you're being safe and test it for fentanyl, because fentanyl is being put in everything these days. So once you have done your test and you find a positive result, just to be safe, you want to make sure you have a Narcan kit handy. Here at the Behavioral Health, we have these Narcan kits. They come with two Narcan things in them, a pair of gloves, fentanyl test strips, and they have instructions in them. Bright green bag, you can't misplace it. Make sure you have it handy just in case somebody does overdose. And we have a few tips. Just don't use alone. Don't use in a place where first responders can't get to you, because if you're deep in the woods, they can't get to you right away or fast. If you're in a tunnel, they can't get you out quick enough. Be in a place where you can easily be found. And if your test is positive, if you proceed to use a small amount first. Do a test run. Don't use the whole thing, because then you put yourself at risk for overdose, because you don't know how much is in there. And a lethal amount of fentanyl is 3 milligrams. And to give you a visual aspect of that, look at a penny and look at Lincoln's ear. That amount, 3 milligrams, can easily be fit in Lincoln's ear on that penny. So a lethal amount is a very small amount. So just be safe. To find these test strips, you can get them here at Behavioral Health or the pharmacy. And if you come in here and you ask for fentanyl test strips or Narcan, we're not going to judge you here. We're not here to judge anybody. We will get you what you need, and we won't make you feel any type of way about it. We want our people out there being safe. We don't want to see any more people dying because they overdosed and didn't have a Narcan kit or didn't have any test strips to test whatever the substance they're using. So we just encourage everybody to be safe, don't use alone, have Narcan handy, and just try and test everything. Even though it's time consuming, it'll be worth it in the end.